When you are learning French to begin with, your vocabulary is limited. And it's okay, but you often end up using again the same old words you learned in high school, trying to make them fit in an awkward way to all the situations you're now finding yourself in. It's like a new language you're inventing yourself. Your restricted vocabulary is a bit boring and limited and very, very frustrating for you. And at the very worst, you're losing the confidence to speak fluently, you stop practicing and you begin to forget everything else. And that's not really good. Well, first, don't worry, it's normal. Even native speakers can feel there are limitations in their own vocabulary. And second, let's discover how you can gain newfound confidence in your own speech. Let's start with synonyms of the most useful adjective, good. I'm Géraldine. Bienvenue sur Comme une Française TV. Sound French, even to the French. Let's dive in. Bien means good in several different ways. As an adjective, it's often used for general situations. For example, c'est très bien ça, c'est très bien ça. Or c'est une bonne nouvelle, c'est une bonne nouvelle. That's very good or that's good news. In colloquial speech, we also use trop bien, or literally, that's too good, to mean the same thing. That's great, that's high quality. And remember, please do not use bien fait. It does not mean well done. It's an ironic insult. Don't use it. Bien also means good as a noun. For example, un bien. Un bien is a good. Le bien is moral good. Du bien is pleasant, relaxing, good for your own well-being. Ça fait du bien de rentrer chez soi. Ça fait du bien de rentrer chez soi. It feels good to be home. Finally, bien is also used as an adverb that means well. For example, on a bien mangé. On a bien mangé. We ate well. Bon is an adjective that means good in several different ways as well. You can use it to compliment food, for example. J'adore ton gâteau, il est très bon. J'adore ton gâteau, il est très bon. I love your cake, it's very good. You can also use it to mean pleasurable, like ça fait du bien. Ça fait du bien. For example, c'est trop bon d'enlever ses chaussures en rentrant chez soi. C'est trop bon d'enlever ses chaussures en rentrant chez soi. It feels so great to come home and take your shoes off. Yes. However, we can also use c'est bon to mean it's enough. For example, a very, very classic one. Tu veux encore du gâteau? Tu veux encore du gâteau? Non, c'est bon, merci. Non, c'est bon, merci. This means, do you want some more cake? No, I'm good, thanks. Or, in a less polite example, oh c'est bon, arrête de te plaindre, on est presque arrivé. Oh c'est bon, arrête de te plaindre, on est presque arrivé. Oh, come on, stop complaining, we're almost there. You can also apply bon to people as well. It means competent when it's placed before a profession or an activity. For example, c'est une bonne joueuse de tennis. C'est une bonne joueuse de tennis. She's a very good tennis woman. When bon is used after, it's often a moral judgment. For example, Michel est un homme bon. Michel est un homme bon. Michel is a good and kind man. However, and unfortunately, as we already saw in the sexist French episode, do not try to use the feminine version. Bonne is a colloquial and derogatory way to say that a woman is hot or good looking. Yeah, that sucks. For a more respectful way to say good looking though, you can use beau or belle. Beau for a man or belle for a woman. Yes, beau and bon are two different words with different pronunciations. Don't worry, I'm sure you can do it. Beau and bon. Let's go through colloquial synonyms now. Good is an adjective with many colloquial synonyms in any local slang, and the trends change fast. There's always a new fashionable version to say it, but some of them had a longer shelf life. For instance, super is a popular word for general positivity. It's barely colloquial, it's just informal. It can be an adjective like great or an adverb like very. For example, t'as une super robe. T'as une super robe. You have a great dress. Ta maison est super grande. Ta maison est super grande. Your house is very big. Or c'est un super bon gâteau. C'est un super bon gâteau. This is a very good cake. Or just simply, c'est super. C'est super. Which means that's great. Or something like, yay. In the very same vein, we have génial. Génial or wonderful. It's barely colloquial. It's a bit more abstract. You can use it to compliment something creative or some overall great news. Oh, t'as un nouveau boulot, mais c'est génial! Oh, t'as un nouveau boulot, mais c'est génial! Oh, you found a new job? That's wonderful! For something good, but in a more modest way, we can also use sympa. Sympa. Yes, it means friendly when used about someone, but nice when used about things. Elles sont sympas tes chaussures. Elles sont sympas tes chaussures. Your shoes are nice. We also imported some words from the English language in our everyday language. For instance, cool, yes, pronounced like that. Cool is very, very common and can apply to anything, just like sympa. Elle est cool ta veste. Elle est cool ta veste. Hey, your jacket looks pretty cool. For a stronger meaning, we also use top ou au top. Top ou au top, but that might sound a bit outdated now. J'ai entendu une chanson top à la radio. J'ai entendu une chanson top à la radio. I heard a great song on the radio. Sometimes you might hear class for elegant or classy, or these days you can hear stylé for stylish, used in the same way as super. But that might get outdated very fast. My favorite colloquial synonym for good is chouette. I use this one a lot. Chouette. It sounds like une chouette, an owl, you know, the bird. But it's actually an adjective. There's a meaning of simplicity, even innocence in a way. It's a very nice word and I use it a lot. For example, j'ai passé une chouette soirée avec mes amis. J'ai passé une chouette soirée avec mes amis. I had a great night with my friends. Finally, there are more formal synonyms for good too, of course. For example, magnifique, magnifique for magnificent, as in un paysage magnifique, an amazing scenery. You can also say this about news. Tu vas te marier? C'est magnifique! Tu vas te marier? C'est magnifique. You're getting married? That's wonderful. We also have fantastique, fantastic for wonderful or fantastic. For example, un concert fantastique, a fantastic music show. We also have incroyable, incroyable for incredible, but also remarquable for remarkable, remarquable. And also fascinant, fascinant for fascinating. You can use them as you want in any phrase. A very useful one is excellent. Excellent. It's obviously excellent. Nous avons dîné dans un excellent restaurant, for example. Nous avons dîné dans un excellent restaurant. We had dinner in an excellent restaurant. That's a bit formal. Also in common language, but often on its own, you can use excellent. For example, oh, t'as racheté des bières? Oh, t'as racheté des bières? Excellent. Oh, t'as racheté des bières? Excellent. Oh, you bought more beer? Awesome. Et toi, which other positive French synonyms do you know? Tell me in French in the comment section on communefrancaise.com, where I read and answer all your questions. It's important to practice your French every week. If you want more French from me, subscribe now on communefrancaise.com to get your full everyday French crash course. It's a 10-day mini course and it's already yours. It's full of quick tips, insights into the French culture that very few people know, and actionable advice to sound French even through the French. It's super easy to join. Leave in your first name in your email and you will receive lesson 1 immediately. And yes, it's free. Also, by subscribing my email, you will get exclusive offers and extra resources. And if you're on YouTube, I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel Comme une Française. Merci for watching Comme une Française TV. Sound French, even she's a French. Allez, salut!